Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. So I've got a little, I don't know, project here, a little video project, or a little project I'm going to video. I should probably take the cigarettes out of my pocket. I'm going to, you can see the pond's about 2 feet lower than it is at the, I don't know, I guess you could call it the normal high mark. It's not the overflow mark, but it's what can very comfortably, it's the height, it's the depth of the water that can be comfortably handled. So I'm trying to look, we're going to do some changes in what is required and what is necessary for the irrigation. If I can get in here without tripping and falling, find the drop off here before it finds me. All right, I'm on the flat part, I think. Oh, here we go. All right, so where I'm standing, it's pretty much level all the way across. And so what I want to do is measure the water depth here. I'm here, love. So I need basically 5 feet of water in this pond. And we're going to be trying to not do the flood irrigations anymore. So love, if you could like hold, put the level on top of this.
What do you mean?
And put the level on top of it.
This one?
This level.
I.
Oh my God.
Like this?
All right, so
You need to tie this one, this one?
no, I just need to put it on my shoulder, it looks like. Is that level?
No.
How about now?
How did you know that label that the water is in the middle?
The air is in the middle, yeah.
No.
Which way?
Up a little bit.
Up a little bit?
A little bit. Like that.
Okay. All right, here, you take the camera. You can take the level off now.
Okay.
Take the camera.
That's my whole
Don't give it a bath. Don't turn it off either.
Ay, accidental oy. Accidental.
All right, so I'm going to make sure that this okay.
Did you already?
So right here, I'm going to do it at the bottom of this pipe. No, okay, you can take it off. You can take this back. I'm going to store this so that I know where to do it. Alright, I can find that mark again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here, which is going to be the eventual water height, to how far it is down here. And it's looking like it's only a meter.
More than a meter, oy.
4 feet? That's about 4 feet.
More than 4 feet, oy.
I don't think so. I think that's about 4 feet.
More.
4 feet, 6 inches maybe. It would be nice if it was 5 feet, but I don't think we're going to make that.
If I will do the feet for that one, it's like 5 feet.
So we need the water depth to be 5 feet. That'll leave us, because the floating cages are going to be 3 feet,
Mm.
and that'll leave, when the pond is full, that'll leave 2 feet of water underneath them. And we're not going to be flood irrigating anymore unless we can absolutely avoid it. So what I'm checking now is to see whether or not, because this level of the bank right here is
Gonna
pretty
be
much consistent all the way around. We'll have to add a little bit of soil right there, but it's only about a 12-foot section to raise the height a bit.
Mhm.
And so it'll be much, much less work to get and maintain just 5 feet of water in this pond. Because, look, the last time I did an irrigation,
it's almost drained,
I
all
did,
drained.
well, I did almost drain it. There was like 6 inches of water, maybe a foot out in the middle. Almost drained it. And by my calculations, we used about 200,000 liters of water, about 50,000 gallons of water. And I didn't irrigate the way that I wanted to. I probably could have used 250,000 liters and like 60,000 gallons to do a full, complete irrigation. And look, we can't do that. Because to have these cages in here, the water can never be shallower than 4 feet,
Yeah.
all right? And
Yeah.
to drain out 3 feet of water, that means that where I'm standing, the water would have to be over my head,
Yeah.
this much.
Yeah.
And that
How
would
much? How much?
That would involve bringing in a big machine, like
Yeah.
like the excavator, and raising up the bank,
How much? How high the water is?
like this, baby,
Like that?
like that.
Okay.
So, flood irrigation is not really the way to go moving forward. And I've already ordered the stuff. I've ordered everything except for the pump. Marcel's not real happy because I'm spending money we don't really have. But I've ordered all the
How
stuff.
could you spend money if you don't have? Okay. How could you spend money if you don't have?
Well, we have it. We just don't want to spend it. We're spending savings that we were keeping as savings, emergency reserve, but we're spending it now.
Yeah, we're all done.
Yeah.
We're
The final push to get this farm just crack-a-lacking. And so, to me, it's important that we be able to irrigate and water our plants in the off-season when there's no rain, like now.
Like now.
It hasn't rained for 6 weeks. Even the bananas
It rains
are
like,
starting to look like they're thirsty.
yeah, they're very thirsty.
Yeah. So, being able to irrigate, so that means that the squash in about 6 weeks from now are going to be crazy expensive because no one's going to have any because it hasn't been raining.
No rain.
So instead of 20 pesos per kilo, they're probably going to be 30 or 35.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just recently became available in the Philippines, as far as I can tell, because I'd searched before and could never find it. But they have, I always called it T-tape, they call it irrigation tape here. It's thin-walled 5/8 inch black poly that has little emitters in it already.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to use not only in the fields, but up on the flattest part of the plateau as well. Not on the very top because the soil up there is kind of but on the lower part of the plateau and along those bananas over there, I would love to irrigate with T-tape because it uses so much less water. Look, we don't have the water to flood irrigate 70,000 gallons of water at a time. Our pond isn't deep enough. But it only takes a 1 horsepower pump to use the drip tape. And for 3 or 4 hours at a time, the emitters are about, depending on the pressure, between 1 and 2 liters per hour. So we can put a couple gallons of water on each squash plant, each banana tree, in just a couple, 3 hours, twice a week, even if we, once a week really, but twice a week. And that wouldn't lower this pond to more than 6 inches.
Yeah.
And it's just, even though it's an expense, it's an outlay, I think that that is the way to move forward. I've ordered everything that we need for the complete system except for the pump. And I was thinking about trying to get the pump locally. Because like I've said before, ordering things online is always a crapshoot. It's a roll of the dice. You got to get lucky. And I've ordered one pump already that I'm going to put in the ag well down there to pump water into the pond. And of course it hasn't arrived yet. Just a 1/2 horsepower pump. The thing is that we can do all this with solar. We can water during the day, we can refill the pond during the day, and we have enough solar now to where we can keep this pond full, just off of solar.
Yeah.
You don't need money for gas to run a pump, and none of that other. So that's what we're going to be doing moving forward, is putting in drip irrigation all over this pond. And that's why I'm out here, to show you guys the what I'm thinking and what I'm looking at, and to see where I'm at on having to make this pond deeper. And actually, just that one little area there is the only place we'll have to add soil. Where Marcel is sitting, you can't see where she's sitting, but she's sitting on the bank.
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
That's going to be the edge of the pond. That's high enough. We'll have to fill in that old spillway that's over there, and then make another spillway on top of it. But just a little bit of soil right in there, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it looks when the water gets 5 feet deep. We may have to add another foot of soil. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But
Yeah, there's a bridge now.
Yeah, that's a bridge now.
Gonna cross that
So
bridge.
That's what we're doing, guys. We're gonna, Tata is gonna be finished with all that stuff up there. Marcel's kitchen roof is done for the most part. All that stuff around the crayfish tanks is done. So next week we're gonna start building the nets, the cage nets.
No, Daddy, my kitchen is not done.
It's done.
Tara will going to make a
No, it's done.
pugon first where I can cook.
Huh?
It will only like one day to do that.
One day to do that.
Yeah, and then my
Well, anyway,
Bangira.
we're gonna start putting cages in here,
my
and
kitchen.
sometime this next week we're gonna go down. I guess we're gonna have to go to Ubai and get the fish there, because I'm gonna make one final attempt tomorrow to see if Wit can provide us with some fry, and if he can't, we're just gonna have to go get them, because the clock is ticking. They're gonna have to. Any fry that I get, either from Wit or anywhere else, we're gonna have to stay in one of those tanks up there for a month, maybe even 6 weeks, so that they can grow large enough to where they can't escape through the net.
There's a lot of fish here.
There is a lot of fish here, but there could be fish in here that are this big. That are
Yeah, I'm
already
sure
4
there's a
months
lot.
old. Yeah.
That is smaller than
I
that.
want very young fish, because that way I know they'll grow fast.
You think that fish here is old?
Yeah, because they're not being fed, so they grow slowly, right?
Okay.
Okay. So that's
There
where
you
we're
go.
at. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Have a good day.